You know that the movement of Northern Ireland countries have supported our position and have declared in both in Lima and then in Colombo that Argentina has sovereignty rights on the Malvinas Islands. So we hope that the Northern Ireland movement will continue to give us support. We want to go to that summit as we have attended any or every conference where the issue of the Malvinas Islands is discussed or put on the table.
Excuse me, there's a report out of London, sir, that Argentina would surrender this week. Can you comment on that, sir?
I don't understand that word, as I have said. That word is not in my dictionary.
So can anything be done now to avoid a bloody battle for Port Stanley?
You can easily guess that I'm doing my best, traveling, talking, speaking for the cause of peace through negotiations, not for the cause of peace through bloody battles.
What's the best way to settle this now, sir? Suppose, for instance, that the Malvinas were lost to Argentina.
I think that this is a hypothesis I cannot consider.
How do you think this crisis can now be resolved with things at this stage?
I think that we have put forward our position in the last paper we delivered to the Secretary General, and we are ready to continue discussions under the umbrella of the United Nations and under the guidance of the Secretary General.
Is it not too late now, sir? Is it not too late now, sir, for that sort of thing?
I don't think it's never too late.
Even with the battle about to start?
Never too late.
Do you foresee a more friendly relations between Argentina and the Soviet Union?
The diplomatic relations between Argentina and Soviet Union have been very good since many years, and trade relations with the Soviet Union have been excellent for many, many years and really outstanding in the last 5 or 6 years. And I don't see any reason. There are many international issues where Argentina and the Soviet Union have arrived to coincidences.
So did you ever think things would come to the state they've reached this week, to this kind of fighting, to this sort of situation on the islands?
That's a very difficult question to answer. No?
And how do you feel personally about what's happened there this week?
I'm personally, as every human being, I'm very sad because of the loss of lives. Very sad. As in an action by Britain, which I cannot really understand and which obviously I cannot justify.
Could I ask you, sir, this afternoon you might have heard that 3 of our colleagues in Ushuaia have been denied professional liberty. 3 journalists who were arrested in Rio Grande on the 13th of last month. It is difficult, I gather, to get down there because journalists are banned from the area. Do you think there is any way in which their lot could be better during their imprisonment?
I haven't heard about those news, but I will get in touch with the people in charge of that. I'm not in charge of the interior policies. I will do my best in order to take care of the journalists.
Do you think Argentina might turn to the Soviet Union for help?
You have asked already that question. Thank you. Goodbye. I don't understand that word, as I have said. That word is not in my dictionary.
Surrender is the word the foreign minister says he can't understand. Nicanor Costa Méndez has been using that answer lately when he's asked if Argentina is ready to give up. He said it again tonight in response to an ABC News report that Argentine forces would lay down their arms this week in defeat. But if the foreign minister could not fathom the word defeat, apparently the defense minister could. During an Argentine television interview, Amadeo Frúgoli stoically conceded that defeat was possible, but he added Argentina has already won a moral victory by showing the world that her men were courageous and were ready to fight the enemy. Sunrise at Port Stanley. This tape obtained by ABC News depicts a calm that is soon expected to be shattered by a battle that both sides predict could be the bloodiest one of the South Atlantic War. Argentine troops are in the trenches around Port Stanley, expecting a British invasion any day, perhaps in hours. Unofficial but well-informed sources estimate that there are 7,000 Argentine fighting men, down from 10,000, prepared to defend the capital. The rest are either in other parts of the Malvinas, dead, missing, or captured. This is the British aircraft carrier, the Invincible, and today many Argentines thought that it was badly damaged and out of action as a result of a bombing attack. Tonight, Air Force General Lami Dozo, a member of the ruling junta, told a televised news conference that Argentine attackers had hit an aircraft carrier, but he wasn't sure which one. He said that Argentine pilots saw some smoke rising from the wounded craft, but beyond that, he couldn't assess how much damage had actually occurred. The singing of the Argentine national anthem, nothing unusual about that in this highly nationalistic country. What was unusual at this special meeting of the War College was a prediction by Air Force Brigadier General Don Alberto Marini that after Argentina settled its confrontation with Britain, war with Chile would be next. The general accused Argentina's neighbor and longtime rival of aiding the British. Chile has declared itself neutral in the Malvinas dispute.
Tonight, Argentina's leaders seem to be of two minds, defiantly refusing to say surrender, and yet seemingly preparing the people for a possible defeat. And throughout this capital city, you can begin to hear some Argentines say, "We may lose the Malvinas today, but we'll be back tomorrow." This is Bob Berkowitz for Nightline in Buenos Aires.